Hi fellas, this is Mandeep here again, and this is our third video in our series of flute basic lessons. And in this video we'll cover how to play a natural scale, a diatonic scale. So if you haven't watched the previous videos, I would strongly recommend you to watch those two videos before coming on to this one. So as with my previous videos, I am using a C scale Bansuri as per the Indian naming conventions, and if you follow the Western naming conventions, it's a G scale Bansuri. So if you cover all the 6 holes, it will give you a G note, and if you cover these 3 holes, it will give you a C note. Okay, so how do you play a scale on a flute? So when you cover the hole completely or uncover the holes completely, you will be only able to play a diatonic note and the diatonic scale. And if you want to play a chromatic scale with the sharp notes, then you will sometimes need to cover half of the holes. But we are not going into that detail in this lesson, and we will be only covering the diatonic notes. So I'll just play a scale, which is the G major scale, and we'll cover that slowly. So starting from here, I'll blow the first note, and then I'll lift my fingers one by one, and then I'll come back to this note again. So see how it is. Okay, so this is how you play a natural scale or Bansuri. So we'll cover it slowly. So you need to place all 6 of your fingers on the 6 holes. If you are absolute beginner, you might find it slightly difficult to play this note because you need to breathe very softly. You don't need to exert too much of force while you are breathing out, and gradually you'll be able to do it. So don't be disheartened or don't be demoralized if you're not able to do this in the one go, because I don't think anybody will be able to do this in one go. So keep on practicing, you'll be able to do that. So if you have followed my 2 previous videos and you're now able to produce the sound from your flute, then I would suggest you to go on like this. Or you can go in the reverse direction, like you can skip this note, start from here. This way you will be able to play it with more ease rather than starting from here and going in the forward direction, because these notes are slightly difficult as per my understanding, and this is the way how I felt when I started playing. So keep all the holes open, don't cover any hole, just start. So this is the reverse of a natural scale. And one very important thing to note is that you can play 2 octaves or even more than that for some experts on one flute. So I'll play the first octave and then I'll play the second octave, half of the second octave. Now you must have noticed that these 3 notes, when I played earlier, their sound was more mellow and towards the bass side, And when I played at the later part, they had a very sharp, high pitch and more treble sound. So what I'm doing is I'm controlling this with the size of my embouchure and the way I'm blowing air into the flute. So if you reduce the size of your embouchure and blow with more force, you will be able to produce the notes on the higher octave of the flute. So I'll take an example of this note only. So this is the note on the lower octave of this flute. Now if I reduce the size of my embouchure and blow with more force, I'll produce the note in the higher octave. Now I'll gradually switch from lower octave to higher octave. So just by controlling the size of your embouchure and the way you're blowing air, you can play the same note in different octaves. So when I play the entire natural scale, in the beginning I am playing this note in the lower octave, and at the end I played this note in the higher octave. So I'll play the entire scale once again slowly. Okay, I hope that you find this video useful and will be able to learn from this. Stay tuned for more lessons to come in my next video. Thank you.